Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here with Trinity Stamps. Today we're going to be making emoji cards using the circle shape card die set and the emoji builder die set. There's also the sick emoji add-on that goes with those two previous sets. But today we're just focusing on the emoji set and we're kind of limiting our supplies, but I am going to show you how many different emoji faces you can make with just a few dies. So here's that circle shape card. I'm folding it in half, creasing it with my crease tool to help it lay nice and flat and be folded over evenly. Now here's where I like to step it up a little bit, and that's by adding a little dusting of color on the outside edge. So this is Rusty Hinge Distress Oxide ink, and I'm using my Blending Buddy brush to go all the way around the edge. Now you'll notice my brush isn't going completely onto that cardstock. I'm just going on a little bit to really define the edge a little bit. Give it like a sun-kissed look, right? It just brings it to life a little bit and takes this card up a notch. So now I'm going to switch to my pink Blending Buddy brush and use Kitsch Flamingo Distress Oxide. Now when I'm doing these cheeks, I just touch my brush to my ink pad a couple taps, and then when I first set it down, I'm barely pushing down and going in a circle, and then as I'm running out of ink, I'll press down a little bit harder. That's how you get this nice rosy glow. Now here's one that has been ink blended and one that has not, and you can see the transformation. So these are the only dies I'm using from that Basic Emoji Builder set. Just these few dies, but you can see there's so many more. Also on the packaging, it's going to give you the basics of what you can build with these dies. So I've got the sunglasses, the heart, the smile, the smooch, and the eyes. Now with the sick emojis, you are going to use some of the basic pieces as well as those add-ons. Now this card right here is the original one that I designed for the make and take at Scrapbook Expo in the Trinity Stamps booth. But we also provided some extra pieces, the smile and the eyes. Those are the only extra pieces we provided besides what we used on that sunglasses card with the smoochy face. So I thought I would show you all the different faces you can make with just the die cut pieces we used in our booth, because there's 6. So I am going to start with the basic, just a smiley face. Now there are 2 different sizes of eyes. There's a bigger oval like eye that you could use in the place of these smaller ones. Okay, now I'm using my pickup tool, the wax tip. By the way, did you know the T on our pickup tool points towards the wax tip? That makes it easy for you to find which end you're looking for. So easy peasy, I added the smile and the smaller eyes, and it's done. That's it. You could stop there. So now let's build our next one. We're going to put on those same eyes, those smaller of the 2 options of eyes. There's actually even more options if you count the big wide open eyes. You've got squinty eyes, you've got winking eyes, so lots of fun choices. And then we're going to add the smooch. Now a lot of people have said to me that this little smoochy mouth looks like a 3. I'm going to give you a tip so that this kind of transforms into a smooch and not a 3. If you put it straight up and down right in the center, it's definitely going to look like a 3. But if you move it a little bit over to the right and angle it, angle the top over to the right just a little bit, it really helps it look more like it's giving a little smooch, blowing a kiss. So there's that card. Next, we're going to do a smiley face with heart eyes. This is one of my personal favorite emojis. I use it all the time on Instagram when I am commenting on someone's super cute card. By the way, if you are not following Trinity Stamps on Instagram, come over and find us. You'll find us under Trinity Stamps LLC. Okay, go find us. All right, so now I'm just gluing down those heart eyes, and we thought it'd be really fun to add these eyes on glitter paper. Isn't that fun? Now I did drop my eye here and get some glue. That's because the magnet that I'm using with this Glass Board Studio mat is very strong and it kept grabbing my tweezers, like pulling my tweezers towards it, which made me drop that eye a couple times. I got some glue down on the card, and when I tried to rub it off, it kind of rubbed some of the paper. So I did end up redoing this one because I just wanted a perfect sample for our make and take table. So there he is with his heart eyes. Very cute. Okay, let's do a different one with the glasses, which is really the basic cool guy emoji, right? We've got the glasses in black, and then we're going to do the lenses with some holographic paper. Now, a lot of people at our make and takes have asked about this holographic paper. It's Reflections. You can buy it at Michael's, but the one thing is that it is thin, delicate paper. So you want to make sure and use dry adhesive behind it because wet adhesive will show through. Also, you do want to play around with the lenses, which you saw me do, to make sure you have the right lens for the right side of the sunglasses. They don't really fit the other way. Also, you could totally use these as regular glasses and make a little nerdy emoji. That would be really cute. I've yet to make that one, but there's just so many options with this die set to really mix and match and play around and make your own, which I absolutely love. I think that having an emoji bar like this and design your own card would be really fun for a group get together, maybe with friends that you already make cards with, maybe with kids, maybe for a party, maybe you have people over for bunko or something. They're not really card makers, but they're kind of interested in what you do. You could have something like this really easy. Everybody could just glue on a few pieces and make a card. Also, if you have a retail shop and you carry Trinity Stamps products in your retail shop, you could have this out for an open house get together and everybody could build their own emoji card. I think that would be really fun. So there is my smoochy card with heart eyes. I'm going to show you how I take that up a notch towards the end of the video. All right, next we're going to do a bonus card. I don't have this as an option at my make and take for the Trinity Stamps booth, but when you die cut out the glasses, you're going to get the glasses and the lens. So to do the black glasses with the holographic lens, you really have to cut that twice, which leaves you with holographic glasses and black lenses. So I thought, I don't want to waste those. Let me see what the glasses look like if I reverse it. So I did, and I think it's a total doable look with the reverse images. I like it. So I'm going with it. I'm going to put a smile or a smooch. I'm not sure. I decided to go with the smooch. Also, I thought it might be cool to make your lenses out of hearts. They're really big, so you might have to play with the color. The black on black did not look right, but you could play with that and try and get those hearts for the lenses. That might be really cute. All right, so there's my little smoochy smooch. I added a heart to that to finish it off. And there's all 6 of the cards I made in today's video. Very quick and easy to do, especially once you have all the die cut pieces. Now, I like to take things up another level again. Here at the end, I'm taking a number 10 white jelly roll pen and adding white highlights to each of these. You can see how that just gives it a little bit of shine. It brings it to life. And you know how we are as card makers, we always want those little extra touches. So this is something that you could add on or leave off. It's up to you. So I'm going to add this to each one, and I'm going to show you exactly where I put the white highlights, just in case you do take me up on my idea and do this with a group of friends or customers or kids. You would have the exact way that I made these cards available to you as an idea. So I'm doing the sunglasses. You can use glossy black cardstock for your glasses, and you can put white gel pen on it. You're just going to want to give it an extra minute to dry. It'll dry just fine. All right, so on the hearts, I don't want to put white gel pen on glitter paper, but I do like to put it just around the edge. I also really like to put a couple little freckles on the rosy cheeks. That's a really cute look for a simple emoji card like this one that's just the smiley face. I love it. I think that looks really like elevated. So we'll add a little around the outer edge to complete that one. And then on the glasses that are holographic, I put the white highlight on the black paper instead, and I really loved that. So there he is, looking super cool. I just like this one. It's got the cool guy glasses, and then it's blowing a kiss. It's fabulous. Okay, at our make and take booth, we had these holographic hearts that we had as an option to add on. We also had holographic stars. We have our sparkle spots in hearts and in stars. So we had lots of options for embellishment, for today's video, I'm just going to do hearts. I'm doing these holographic hearts and the sparkle spot hearts. I'm sticking them down with just a dot of glue right onto the paper and then picking it up with my pickup tool and setting it down on that dot of glue. Now for these glasses, I did the sparkle spot hearts, and they're gonna, the glue will dry clear, but it'll just be this subtle little heart right there in the glasses. I love it. Then I thought it'd be really fun to try and put an additional heart on the heart eyes, and I did those sparkle spot hearts, and I think it's really cute. I think it adds an elevated look to this. It's just so good. So good, right? All right, on this one with the heart eyes and the smoochy mouth, I did the holographic hearts on the eyes because I wanted to add the holographic hearts right here where it's blowing kisses. Maybe the other one on the left there is blowing a kiss. This one's blowing kisses. So it's a different emoji, right? He's got the heart eyes, like he's overloaded with love. It could be love for a card, love for a person, right? I wish I had this emoji to add on Instagram. Okay, so on the plain smoochy smooch heart, I added one of those sparkle spots. Now, I also wanted to show you on this particular one, I didn't get the face super straight with the fold of the card, and it didn't really matter. Not a big deal. So if someone that you're helping makes their card a little bit off, it's not a deal breaker. I think it's totally doable. Okay, so I brought in our smartphone notifications sentiment set. It has some fun sentiments like this one that says you're still my favorite notification, and then it's got emojis in it. So I stamped that as a sentiment, but here's another option. Love You Watts has some sentiments that say bright, things like that. So this one says you make the world a brighter place, and I thought that was really fun for the ones with sunglasses. So I think that's also nice to have an option for a sentiment to stamp on the inside. And then before I was all done, I decided to take my black Jelly Roll pen and add some little dots on the corner of the holographic glasses, and that worked out good. But you could take like a confetti piece, a bauble, a rhinestone, and stick on those glasses. So there's the 6 cards from today. I loved making these, just having all the little options out and playing around with it and seeing what face I could make. And you could make so many more with the rest of this die set. But there's the original card that inspired our make and take for Trinity Stamps at Scrapbook Expo. We will be there in Puyallup, Washington on, I believe it's May 30th and June 1st. So if you're in the area, come visit us there and you could make one of these cards. I'll see you all again very soon with a new video right here on Trinity Stamps. Happy stamping! Bye!